What's good, everybody? It's your man Big Dom, host of the TruPlayaz podcast, hitting you with the upfront, blatantly honest, in-your-face, no punches held opinions on sports, current events, relationships, and many other topics along the way. Check out this next episode of my podcast.
You can never be too G'd up for love. Baby girl, let's just get out of here. Take a little flight. Get lost in love. Let's go. Ma, it's no problem to hold you, tongue stroke you, please you like I'm supposed to. Touch spots that ain't ever been touched, and I won't stop till both these squirrels get they nuts. Hey, you know it's good when we freakin', king size squeaking after I ease in. If you was with me, baby, 24/7, best believe that every single day would be a sweet day. Girl, you sweeter than a cheesecake. If you want beef, prophecy will be a beefcake. I make love to you till you fall asleep, leave you with sweet dreams between the sheets.
Was the night before that night. I was born on that day, but not last night. Once upon a time, I had my cash right.
What's good, everybody? It's your man Big Dom coming live at you on the TruPlayaz podcast episode. We're going to talk about the New York Knicks going down 2-1 against the Miami Heat. We'll get straight into it. We've got no time to flim and do all the nonsense. Get right into it. Knicks lose to the Heat by 105-86. The Heat was in total control of the entire game. Defensively, both teams did not shoot well. They were both under 40% from the field. And basically, it's real simple. Jalen Brunson didn't play well, 7 for 20 points, 0 for 5 from three-point land. Julius Randle, 4 for 15 for 10 points, 0 for 5 from three-point land. And also we got Barrett, also 5 for 16, 14 points. This is not going to get it done against this Miami Heat team. This team is playing better than the Knicks. And what I'm finding here is you got playoff Jimmy. The Knicks are seeing playoff Jimmy Butler. Coming back from an ankle injury, he drops 28 points and 9 of those 21 shooting. Bam Adebayo with 17 points, 12 rebounds, and got Mitchell Robinson. It's definitely some foul trouble, and that was the key to the game. Marcus Strus provided 19 points. This is an undrafted free agent, guys, that the Miami Heat is throwing out there, playing well. And you got to give credit to the Miami Heat. They're playing, smart basketball. They're battle tested, and this Knicks team needs to step up. IQ was 4 for 12 with 12 points. Josh Hart gave 15 points, 12 rebounds, but he was 5 of 12 from the field. But I just believe in, they got to keep Mitch Robinson out of foul trouble. And that's going to be the key because the Knicks could still have the rebounding advantage over the Heat. But, you got your main star, Jalen Brunson, is playing with two injured ankles now. Randall's still not back, not fully at 100% with his ankle, but it's playoff time, so you got to show up and play no matter what. We also see IQ go down with an injury on his leg. It looked like either his ankle or his knee got stepped on by Bam, but we'll see what happens because he could be out the next game, and the Knicks do need him for a pivotal game 4. Get back home court advantage and bring it back to the game 5 with tied 2-2 at the Garden. Few things I saw in the game. I saw Thibodeau experiment with Julius Randle and Obi Toppin on the court in the fourth quarter with very little success. There was some little success with them on the floor, but it's still an issue with rebounding. If you're going to play Toppin and Randle, it's going to be up to Randle to really focus on being the rebounder on that lineup. And also you got to have Josh Hart in there to help with the rebounding. This is the key. The Knicks got to win this. They got to win game 4. We all know that. The key to the game is real simple. It was real simple. Keep Mitch Robinson out of foul trouble. Okay. As we all know, the three stars of the Knicks, Randall, Brunson, and Barrett, gotta shoot better. Gotta shoot better. And another thing I'm not liking with the defense strategy here is they're doubling Jimmy Butler. I understand playoff Jimmy is playing very well, but he got a bad ankle. There's no need to double him. Let him get all his points. Let him get all the points and put some more pain on that ankle. But you got to shut down Strauss. You got to shut down Vincent. You got to shut down Lowry. You got to shut down Adebayo. That's the key. That's the key to winning Game 4. And also, like I said, you got to start Quentin Grimes now over Josh Hart, so Josh Hart can help the bench with the energy. When the bench comes into play, they're lacking that energy. The Knicks came out last game as if they just got off the plane and went straight to South Beach and party at Mango's. That's the way it looked like. Or Club Space, whatever club they went to as soon as they landed. They got to come with a better focus. They got to come with the same hunger because you don't want to go back home 3-1 at the Garden. You don't want to do that. So you gotta close out and come back home back with the home field advantage. Also, what Thibodeau should be doing and consider doing is cutting down Hartenstein's minutes and going with the more of the Obi Toppin and Julius Randle combination. Reason being, it's not because Hartenstein's not playing well. He's contributing, getting block shots and doing all those things. But there's sometimes the thing that frustrates me about Hartenstein, he can't get the simple rebound. Jump up and just grab the freaking rebound. Seriously. Just jump and grab the rebound. Don't tap it out. Just jump and grab it and secure the basketball and get the break going. Knicks do need to play more up-tempo basketball to prevent Miami from going into the 2-3 zone or the various different zones that they're using. Got to push the ball up the court after each long rebound. Each rebound, as a matter of fact, not just only the long rebounds. Each rebound, push the ball up the court so Miami cannot set up the defense. It gives you the advantage of going and scoring more in the paint. The Knicks can dominate in the paint if they get to the paint. So, because what Miami's doing is creating a wall right at the free throw line, so no one can score and get to the paint. And the Knicks got to hit their free throws. It's been too many times I've seen the Knicks shooting free throws, can't hit their free throws. In playoffs. Now the thing is though, if Manuel quickly cannot go tonight, you have to consider bringing Derrick Rose off the bench. More so him than Evan Fournier. I'm not a fan of Evan Fournier because he doesn't play the good enough defense for me. But his shooting could be vital in helping the Knicks going back up 2-2 back to the Garden. And it'll break Miami's zone, them being in the zone defense. It'll break that up a little bit. Open up more room for Randall, open up more room for Brunson, open up more room for RJ Barrett to get to drive to the basket and slash to the basket where he's best at. This is a situation. RJ Barrett got to work on his game, more on his game with his shooting in the offseason. You got to do that more in the offseason. Obi Toppin got to work more on his mid-range game in the offseason as well. Work on his handles so you can get to the basket, play more time, get more time on the floor. This is good. Like I told you guys, I haven't posted my preview of the series. So you're probably going to see that episode right before this episode. So if you've seen it before this episode, great. I did mention Tyler Hero is supposed to be playing this series. He's been out. The main second scorer has been out this series. This is an opportunity for the Knicks to really. It should have been an opportunity to play well and end this series. But like I said on that previous episode, it's going to go down to 7 games. But in order to go to 7 games, the Knicks must win tonight's game at Miami. They must win. It's a must-win game. I don't think this team is, despite the contribution of Jalen Brunson, I don't think this team is mentally tough enough to come back and win the series down 3-1. I don't think they have that mental toughness yet. And the coach could get in their way from doing that as well. If it's time for him to be less stubborn, bring in his go-to guy. Everyone knows that Derrick Rose has been Tom Thibodeau's go-to guy. Even if IQ plays tomorrow, you got to bring in the point guard that can really push that ball up the court. Really push. And that's Derrick Rose. Push the ball up court and get fouled, get more free throws. Go to the line. Put Miami in foul trouble within the first 5 minutes of each quarter with the team fouls. Put pressure on Bam Adebayo. Put pressure on that goon Zeller. Zeller's a goon. He's like the goon of the series. You know? That's what Knicks need to be doing. And to get back to the Garden tied 2-2. Going back to the Garden is paramount. Tied 2-2. It's paramount right now. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Like I said, stop doubling Jimmy Butler. He's not healthy. He got a bad ankle and he tweaked it last game again. So let's cut down on the double teams and like shut down the perimeter shooters. All right. That's my tidbit for the series. Right now, this game is key. This game is really key, and you got to pull rabbits out of your hat. You gotta, Thibodeau is a good coach, but keep in mind one thing, ladies and gentlemen, he's going against a championship coach at Erik Spoelstra. Remember that. And now the first 3 games, Erik Spoelstra has outcoached him. So you got to make the adjustments. You got to throw in plays at Miami. You got to throw a curveball, throw a slider. Even Jalen Brunson, if your shot is not there, create opportunities for the teammates. Julius Randle, if your shot's not falling, create opportunities for your teammates. And this is why I said earlier, we have to dust off Evan Fournier off the bench, because if Evan Fournier gets some open looks and hits those 3-point shots, or hits those perimeter shots, it just changes the whole dynamic of that game. Are you going to lose something on defense when he's playing? Yes, you are. But make sure you just put him on somebody who's not going to be threatening as an offensive player. And also, you got to keep Kyle Lowry in check. The 2 games that they won, Kyle Lowry scored over 15 points a game. Kyle Lowry actually dropped 14 off the bench, but he's providing impact. He's making big assists. The Heat is playing without Oladipo. They're playing without the hero. So gotta do it, Knicks. Do it for the fans. Do it for everybody. As we see, Golden State. Phoenix Suns tying up the series against the Nuggets. I thought the way the Nuggets was playing the first 2 games in Denver, I thought it was going to end in 5 games. But keep in mind one thing: Booker is a great player. Durant. You know what Durant's going to bring to the table, and the sleeper is Chris Paul. So he's a little bit old in the teeth, but he can get things done in the clutch when he needs to be. All right, Golden State, Lakers. Lakers go up on the series with a big win in LA, up 2-1 against the Golden State Warriors. I like that series. I'm going to keep pulling for LeBron to win that series. I'm pulling for Denver to beat Phoenix. And you saw Boston go up 2-1 against the 76ers. I think the Doc Rivers needs to send James Harden back to Vegas to do whatever he ever does to get him to score 40 points again. All right. So this is going to be the end of the podcast. This is a very short podcast. Keep in mind I've posted a few episode topics I'm going to touch upon. So if you haven't seen the post on Facebook or on Instagram, definitely there's going to be a few episodes. We're going to do a part 2. Is it okay to have the best friend of the opposite sex while in a relationship? Part 2. Another topic is dumb drivers. How many times you drive on the parkway? There's always some car slowing up the traffic. Okay. Another topic we're going to do: struggles of an entrepreneur. This for all the entrepreneurs right here. If you want to provide us with your struggles and also triumphs, we would love to have you on the podcast. And the fourth one is today's woman's mindset toxic? Now I'm looking for females to come jump on this podcast and join us as well. So this podcast is not going to be a good podcast without the females on it to give their case in regards to that. Either to add to what our opinions are or provide a counterbalance to the podcast. All right, and there's one more episode, and right now I don't remember right now, but we'll definitely link up again in regards to those podcasts. The New York Mets is trash right now; they're below 500. I'm not ready to do a podcast on them just yet, only because you're gonna see me curse, you're gonna see me yell, and you're gonna see me talk about Billy Epler is not the answer as GM of the New York Mets. But that's for another podcast. All right, so you can definitely watch a podcast on Patreon, YouTube. Search for TruPlayaz podcast on both platforms. Please subscribe to both platforms, YouTube and Patreon. You can listen to podcasts on Spotify, Anchor, iHeart Radio, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, any other podcast platform you know of the audio version of the TruPlayaz podcast. We are on all of them. All right. So this is me. It's your man Big Dom. I'm going to sign up on this podcast. I'll holler at you at the next episode. Peace.